Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Blingo back here with another video. Hope y'all all been living y'all truth. Now, listen, man. You got the boy Terrence Howard, hard out here for a pimp. He was on the PBD podcast, and he had some stuff to say about Diddy. I don't know did he do it or did he not, but he really said he got some shocking stuff that Diddy was trying to do. But I guess he didn't say for sure. It just seemed like it, but I'm not surprised. But let's see what Terrence said, and y'all let me know what y'all think, and we're gonna talk about it.
There's a short life in
why do you think
world.
that is? What the creative side is?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. Who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth. That's why you got to live your truth. And don't be trying to do stuff that you'll never want to do, man. Don't do that. That's bad for you.
But when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give
Come on, you know what he mean. But come on, you know what he mean.
up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it. A man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Now, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things, when you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man.
Shoot, he talking. Woo! That's a little too deep for me. But let's just unpack that a little bit. That's if you are a straight male, okay? This is you're a straight male, and you decide to do something like that because you're going against your will. You're doing something against your will. You're doing something that you never wanted to do. You're probably never going to recover from that, like completely. You're never going to recover. It's hard to come to terms when you do something that you did not want to do, like somebody forced you to do or taking, something from you like that. That's like, I agree. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all agree with that? I think it is something in you that's going to hurt you for life.
So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once it go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card no matter what.
Man, I mean, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy.
Yeah, you probably going to need therapy after that. And I don't even think therapy could really, and you don't even think about it as just like that, like of just that, like your man card. Just think about anything in life, something that you didn't want to do and you did it. And it was something devastating, that's going to stick with you for a while. It's just on a spiritual level. I'm not trying to get spiritual or nothing, religious, but something is gonna stick with you to the point where you need therapy. Yes, I believe him on that.
And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any
It's the master
principles
pain.
there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequences
yeah.
when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing,
So he really saw, that Diddy meme when he was looking at the dude when he was doing it was like I guess it was like America's Got Talent or something. He was sitting there looking at the dude. He really went through that meme. Like he really saw that meme in real time. That's crazy.
okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music, and he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh.
Look at his face. He like that's crazy. Yo, that is crazy though. That is crazy though.
Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing. And have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
He said he lost businesses because of that. He lost businesses, y'all. Businesses. So he's confirming that it's real. Some people think that it's not real. Me personally, I think that is real. I think that it is. I think that is real. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think it's real or not? Y'all think people just be making this up, or y'all think it's real?
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolute. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the Chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi, everyone. My name is Terrence.
That's crazy, guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Y'all think Terrence telling the truth, or you think he lying? Me? I think he telling the truth, man. I think he telling the truth, and I think a lot of the stuff that he said was very true. And I don't think it's only that one thing about your man card. I think it's just something, anything. I think anything that you do, that you're forced to do, that you didn't want to do, and that's devastating like that, that you really can't really come back from, I think it's going to affect you in a crazy way. And that's, getting your manhood taken away is, man, that gotta be bad. You know what I'm saying? If you don't swing that way and that happens, I feel bad for you, man. I hope that nobody goes through nothing like that. That's crazy. But they say that Justin Bieber is suffering from it. He's like a prime example of suffering, and he does do a lot of things. Same with like Orlando Brown. He seems like he's a little like I don't know, man. I don't want to. I hope not, but we don't know. But I'm gonna end that video right here, guys. We made it to 140. We're trying to hit 170 subscribers. Let's do it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram, Blingo for Vero, and live your truth like Terrence Howard has been doing. He's living his truth, man. He's not doing that stuff. He's not. And if you want to support me and live your truth, shop VeroVeroClothing.net. Blingo out to the next video. Peace.